Anyone want to give a recap of what happened last session?
No.
No. Okay, so last session we went to the underground area. To start exploring, trying to find a little dwarf dude who surprised us with a flashbang. We found out where it lived, and we broke in because we didn't think anyone would be home, but someone was home, his wife. And we tried to leave the house before she actually noticed it was not her husband that was home, because she started calling out, "Oh, hey, honey." And right then the elf man arrived home,
Dwarf.
and we almost got shot by his wife, who turned out to be a tall, very good-looking elf woman. I know, funny, dwarf married to an elf, funny thing. But after that we talked, yada yada. We started leaving the house after talking to them. Something weird happened. Everyone turned into zombies and started going towards the center of the underground area. So we decided, no, fuck that, and went back to the dwarf's house. We sat there for a bit while waiting for stuff to, stop happening, and stopped happening for a second. So we decided to leave, and the elf accompanied us this time. Accompanied us, whatever words. Sorry, my brain is just not like wanting to think of what happened after that. Went back towards the center of town. Big fleshy golem thing was there. We ended up starting to fight it. We killed it, and after that, the whole time it was saying something like Legion or something like that. But we killed it. We got back up to the above area of the city, and went to an inn and ended the thing there.
Yeah, pretty much. So, we're gonna pick up where we left off. You guys, I want to say awakened, but that applies to literally currently half of y'all. Y'all, time passes, and you guys are in the. I'm gonna call it just a hotel room, just for modernity.
Brevity.
And as you all awaken, the room, it lights up, but it is not sunlight. The windows are there, but it's pitch black outside the windows. There is just like like the lights in the room themselves start to turn on slowly over time as to fake a sunrise.
Neat.
Is the elf still in the room with us?
Yeah, she's still there because last she saw was everyone she knew die.
Basically. Except her husband. Her husband's alive.
As far as we know.
As far as we know, yeah.
So, just gonna kick my boots back up. What's the plan for today? I kind of know we're probably gonna go talk to the either the king or the wizard guy. What's your plan? Can I look at the elf?
Well, most likely I will head back down and hope that things have gone better. I know there was at least one of them who snapped out of it, so to speak. So it's possible that those that weren't directly killed could be alive and not evil. That's my plan, honestly. I just need to get home.
Hey, you bring up a decent point. The ones we were shooting, stabbing, were they? You think we finished them off? The ones that were connected to his body?
I'm sure some of them definitely, because I saw what you guys did. That there was some heavy damage to some of them. However, I'm sure some of them are just in not good situations.
I mean, living on the other side of the city. I mean,
It's not as bad as it seems. I mean, every 3 people is trying to sell you something that is illegal, but when you live in the illegal side of town, that's normal.
well,
Also, if any of you would like, I'm gonna call it discounted, but realistically read it more so as defective items. You know, you take a gamble, it's going to be cheaper, but it might not work, it might explode. Magical things, you know how it is. I know a couple of stores that, assuming the people are still alive, I'd be more than happy to introduce you to.
So, if they're not alive, let's just play devil's advocate here. They're not alive. Their stuff's just
Well,
there.
if they're not alive and those who didn't die have come back, odds are they've already looted each other.
Huh.
If none of them are alive, I mean, I guess you could help yourselves do it, but that doesn't mean kill.
Huh. We gotta look over at Lydia like,
Sorry, what? I'm looking up something real quick. Okay.
Free dead people shit, possibly.
Okay, what? You just cut out for a second, Hunter.
Free dead people shit.
Sure, why not?
God, you are a really bad cleric.
No,
Aren't you guys supposed to be all holy? Like, no, I cannot do that, for my God says no.
that's paladins.
What the fuck's a dip?
It's also
Okay, I don't-
cleric.
My god is, Dionysus, the god of sex. And parties.
Well, that
and whatnot.
actually explains a lot.
Yeah.
Kind of shocked we haven't talked about that before now. Huh. You hear this, elf? Shit, we have a sex god backing us up.
I hear it, but I'm not exactly sure if it's a good thing.
I don't know either.
Alright, so quick question. Whenever, if, he's also the god of lions and whatnot, could I technically, channel wine, turn something into wine or something like that?
Are you Jesus?
No, but Dionysus, however you say his name.
Dionysus.
Dionysus. He can technically turn anything into wine.
I'm willing to say
I
that
know.
you can always try. It
I'm
might
not
not be
gonna worry about
easy,
it.
though.
I mean,
I'm
you
not
can
gonna worry
sure
about it
enough
right
turn it into wine. You know, you get some berries, you get some yeast, you get some water.
Can I have the
And then you-
knowledge to make wine?
I'd say sure, yeah. If nothing else, in the teachings of Dionysus, I could see that.
Okay. Just gonna jot that down for future note.
Knows how to make wine.
Dionysus got a little pee-pee. Is the god of the grape harvest, winemaking, orchards, and fruit, vegetation, fertility, insanity, and ritual madness.
Welcome to every Greek or Roman god is the god of 16 things.
Hold on, I'm not done yet. Religious ecstasy, festivity, and theater. I think I'm done.
Yeah,
Hold on.
every god.
Wine, music, eccentric dance. They just keep adding addendums.
You should see Athena.
They don't want to see Athena. That means bad shit's happening.
Wait, real quick. Athena's the goddess of courage or smart cunning.
It's basically Kratos but female.
Fuck, I don't think it's Athena. I'm thinking of them. Although it could be,
Athena
but I
is
think it was Athens.
Athena is the goddess of tactical war.
That's what it was. Okay, so it is Athena.
Oh, not
Or
fucking okay.
strategical war.
So we have fighter versus barbarian.
Yes.
Boy. Anyways, continue. Sorry, tangent.
So, where were we?
That's
Oh yeah,
tab.
we were talking about the elf just found out that you are a patron of Dionysus.
Yes.
I'm not exactly sure the practicality of such a thing, but I suppose it's better than being backed by no god.
Has its moments. It's pretty fun.
Can I roll to see what I know about Dionysus, if anything?
Religion check.
Yeah, it makes sense. Hang on. There's the cockamamie religion button. That's a 15.
Not bad. So I'd say you know slightly more than the average person. You know that Dionysus, like you know the relation between Dionysus and the other Greek gods. It's Greek, right? Not Roman.
Yeah, it's Greek. No, it's Roman.
Okay, they're the same.
They're technically the same, just different names.
Yeah,
And they
Greek
sometimes
/
differ
Roman,
in
yeah.
like what the gods are
But
about.
you would know like the sibling, like the family around Dionysus, as well as basically what he is, the god of partying, sex, and drugs. Yes, I'm
Hey,
considering
look.
alcohol a drug.
All right. So, from what I know about your god, which isn't a ton, how do we experience this religious ecstasy? 'Cause that sounds neat.
Well, I'm pretty sure I can make some of the best wine in the world, considering patrons of God and whatnot.
Hey,
whatever you wanna call it.
numbnuts, clinks on metal chest, ding, ding, ding. Unless you can get through this cold exterior, you ain't gonna get me drunk.
Try.
Next option.
That's basically kind of it. Only other thing I get besides powers and stuff is just knowing how to make wine. That's at least as far as I know.
You're very disappointing.
Hey, I only took it because it sounded cool, right?
Oh, you go, I'm gonna sell myself into religious slavery just because it fucking sounds cool.
Exactly. And at that, I'm just gonna start walking towards the door to leave the hotel.
Alright, so
Sentinel, who do we fucking join on this? Why are we here? I'm saying that in Zimnian, by the way.
I don't really know.
Huh.
I know one of you joined for money, and the other one joined because they joined. I don't know.
As God mentioned money, I go, oh, we gotta go.
There. So Lydia, as you head towards the door, are you actually like leaving or just like getting ready to?
Basically getting ready to. I wouldn't full on
Okay.
leave yet. I'm just kind of like grabbing all my bag and my weapon and stuff
Okay.
that I left beside the door.
I will.
Are you all heading out as well? Or
I am
what's
kicking at the thought of money back in my mind. I am kicking open the door as I leave. Just, gotta go.
I guess I'm following behind him.
As the door opens, instead of opening to be the hallway that you entered in from originally, it opens into just the front door of the like main hotel building.
The outside, like into the court, into the alleyway.
Like just facing into the road, yeah.
Did I hit anybody with the doors? I kicked it open.
I'm going to say no because the doors, I'm going to say the way you kick, not even necessarily the way you kicked them, but like the magic of it. You kicked them from your side in a way that they would open outwards, and they opened as if you were standing in the road kicking the doors in towards the building.
So I just kicked out into the streets. Did I kick
No, you
someone?
kicked into the building.
Oh, I see.
From the other side, though. Welcome to magic. It's fuzzy.
Well, there goes my knee.
I'm gonna also pull out my magic mirror and just kind of keep it on me, just in case.
Can I roll for damage to the building?
I mean, sure. Are you like actively looking into it, or just like into your hip, Lydia?
I'm just gonna kind of have it like up to where I can see anything invisible if I need to, but also like not in the way.
Okay. Yeah, that hits. that hits a door that you've already hit.
I do 8 damage to that door.
The door, like a couple of the door's boards splinter a bit, but again, or not necessarily again, but as it splinters a bit, the wood, as if almost alive, just kind of uncracks and heals itself.
Damn you, they plan for everything.
Welcome to a door made of magic.
I'm moving my damn body. Fuck this.
Lydia, I'm gonna get you to roll me a perception.
That's a 9.
Well, you know what you're looking for, so you're able to still see the occasional thing here and there. But it seems as if, like, the mirror has started to fog up. And no matter how many times you go and rub it, it looks like it's starting to... Like, you rub it and it gets clear for a couple seconds, and then it fogs back up. So you can still see through it, just not crystal clear anymore.
Ow, come on, this thing's starting to fuck up. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like keep rubbing it.
Have you tried spitting on it?
I'm gonna stop, spit on it, and then clean it.
I had some scuba diver friends that did that with some like glasses or some shit.
As you attempt to clean the mirror, it stays clean for a little bit longer this time, like 30 seconds. And then again, the fog starts to slowly creep in around the edges.
And I don't have the money on me, do I? If I don't, I'm not even gonna worry about using the mirror.
And I have it like
Yeah, no.
I have it stowed like randomly in my fucking folds.
Yeah, it's in him, so I have no money on me. So yeah, it's fine. I'm just gonna kind of like give up and put the mirror back into my bag.
Oh, it don't work anymore.
It's just messing up. We'll look at it later.
Don't worry. I think I have a way to keep little sticky fingers away from us. If you touch my pockets, I will blow your invisible hands off. And I want to just keep that saying that chant. Like, just, I will blow your invisible hands off. I will blow you. Just say that as we go all the way to the fucking market. Or the wizard's house.
Oh, man. Give me a second. I need to think what the fuck to make you roll this.
Intimidation?
No, I'm trying to see.
Intimidation?
I need you to roll the opposite of perception. I need you basically to roll... I'm gonna call it stealth?
Me?
Because it's basically... I'm gonna get you to roll to see whether or not the guards hear this.
Oh, got you. Fuck! 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 Fuck!
Oh.
I'm just shouting this at this point. I got a natural 1.
Yeah, you did.
I got a nat 20 on hitting the door. And a nat 1 saying, I'm gonna blow your little fucking invisible hands off.
As you say this, a couple of the newer guards start to, like, peer out from around corners and, like, leave their post, looking you up and down and just,
I'm just marching up the parade. Like, just a
spear over their shoulder, just looking at you. And after a couple seconds, one of the more senior guards walks up, just, Sir, what are you doing?
There are little invisible sticky hands around y'all streets. I'm just giving them fair warning. They touch me.
Sir, have you been checked for schizophrenia yet?
Clang on chest, ding ding. I don't think I can have that. That one versus the sex god. I think we need to question her more.
I'm not sure.
Quick question. Are any of the guards tall elfmen?
Oh god.
They are head to toe plate mail. It is hard to tell, but there are some that are taller than others.
The one of them has.
Can I roll a perception to see if I can like see any difference?
Jesus Christ, you.
Other than height, sure. Good luck.
You know, no, I have an easier way of discerning this. I'm gonna say in Elvish. Hi there.
Okay. So, as the not elder guard, but like the more senior guard is talking with fucking Sam. God, I am going to eventually remember y'all's name, I swear.
No.
I keep looking at Discord and seeing the wrong names.
Sam.
As the elder, the guard,
Senior.
I'm just gonna call him the guard.
Senior guard.
Thank you. Senior guard is talking with Sam. He's just going to, like, look at you for a second, and then just tap the side of his head.
And what is that supposed to mean?
That's up to you to decide.
I'm just gonna wink at him.
He's just going to, like,
Sir.
look you over, look at himself, look you over. You're a strange one. Now, as I was saying, I don't know how your internals work, so to speak. I've met several strange people who sometimes don't have brains, sometimes do.
Yep.
I don't know if you can get schizophrenia, but there's not often invisible people this deep into the town.
Okay.
I'm gonna at this point I'll pull the mirror back out and see if it's like working though.
Oh yeah, spit on the mirror again. Let's see how that works.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to assume you're gonna spit on the mirror, yes? Because that's what worked the best so far.
I'm just gonna pull it out and see if it like clears up. Do you want me to roll anything?
Probably something, but I don't know what the fuck would be tinkering. Just a straight D20.
D20. Oh god. And you know what? I'll just roll that IRL. All right, bloody dice. Do me good.
What?
That's a 16.
Okay, so you pull it out and it looks a little foggy, but you just kind of give it a shake, and you can hear just like a fluid just swishing back and forth, and then the fog slowly starts to seep back, almost like crawling around the back of the mirror.
Can I now roll a perception to see if I see anything, like anything invisible?
Go ahead, yeah. That's medicine.
That's a 17.
That's medicine.
Hey,
Did I?
he did say, "Can I roll anything?" You said,
Oh
yes.
wait,
perception.
Why did I?
He specifically
That's still
said
13.
perception. Okay.
Okay.
As you look into it, you're seeing the occasional invisible person walking through the area. Most of them starting to give you a bit of a side eye now that they've had to flee from the underground. They don't know that you guys did anything, they just know that they're pissed. But for the most part, none of them seem to be doing anything very suspicious other than like some of them catching their breath, some of them just like smoking, and like the smoke sometimes is visible, but for the most part it's invisible. Or invisible to the naked eye, visible to your mirror.
What do your human eyes see?
Sons of Bank. Okay, it's working now. I'm just gonna put it back into my bag.
Are you not gonna?
No, I'm not gonna let the guard know I have this. I'm gonna try to do this discreetly.
How are you doing this discreetly?
Actually, yeah, no, fair enough. I'm just gonna be like, oh, hey, it's working now. Just kind of put it back into my bag.
So you're just gonna leave it like that?
Yep.
Can you point at one of them so I can grab them?
Do I want to is the question. Hold on, let me think about this.
How is this worse than when we had Frog and Jess?
Oh no.
Hmm?
I mean, this is the first time a guard has stopped y'all, so.
No, just in general.
Oh no.
Entire campaign. So far.
I mean, you can say something. You can speak up if you want to say something, big man.
No.
I'm still thinking if I actually want to tell him or not. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I'll point one out. I'll be like, oh, there's one over there. Just kind of like point towards something.
All right. So, will you believe if I can grab one of them?
I mean, I know there are invisible people around here. We call them flip people because it's like they're living in a flip version of our reality, but they don't typically come this far. Like, they like to stay near the docks, near the tourist areas.
Okay, hang on.
And also, they don't he's deafened. The average person does not know much about these flip people, so you might have drawn their ire for all I know.
Yeah. Anyways, we're heading to the College of Magic thing, so I guess I won't yell, I'll shoot you in the hand anymore.
That would be preferable, yes.
All right.
And to be honest, if somebody tries to pick your pocket, I'm sure you'll feel it. And if you feel it, Do us all a favor and break the wrist.
Can I get
I mean,
that? Can I get that right?
I'm gonna kind of like pipe up. Well, I did already knock one out, so
Did he wake up? And just if you get in trouble for causing a commotion, ask for Alan.
As for Arlen,
yes, he did wake up, and I think we're friends. Question mark.
Well, if you woke up and you didn't break anything, then I'm kind of disappointed. And yes, Alan.
I didn't know
Sure, I
that
gave
was
him a concussion.
yeah, I didn't know it was an option before, but thank you. Actually, that's very enlightening.
And if you can rid these streets of those pests, I would be not one to complain.
I got 12 chambers and a magical mirror. But would it look like I'm just shooting into the crowd? I'm kind of just muttering to myself, like, man, good shooting. Nope, not gonna do that. That's old. That's old. That's not new me. Anyway, thank you so much, officer, for your insight. I will be going about my day. If I feel a little sticky hand, I will make sure I take it off and give it to you as a present.
Very well then. If you need directions, I'm sure one of the... They call themselves guards, but let's be honest here, they're just an extra pair of eyes. Would be able to help you along.
Thank you, extra pair of eyes. I'm looking at all the other soldiers.
Basically, he's just insulting anyone who's not one of the senior guards.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna start skipping away. Before I do, I'm gonna like say in Elvisham, "Farewell, cutie."
Again, he's just gonna look at you, and this time he's just gonna like reach his hand up and under his helmet, and for just a second, he winces as his hand comes out, and in between two of his fingers is just a small purple, like tapered point. We need to understand many languages for this job. Universal translator, mon ami.
I'm just gonna kind of like sigh and be like, "That's disappointing."
I have a goal now.
Oh no, universal translator.
God.
I have a goal.
First it was the lawyer, now it's the
You know what? Before I actually go, I'm gonna back. Where can I get one of those?
They are standard issue for any guards. However, the only time I've actually seen other people having them is if you are some sort of delegate of a royal family, or if the royals like you. Typically, it's a gift, because these things are apparently very expensive to make.
It's also disappointing. I'm just gonna kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Walk away, kind of dejected, like
Saunter?
yeah, saunter away. Kind of like huffing and puffing as I go. Just, you're so dumb. I can't. Why is there any hot elf men?
Welcome to a floating island in the sky that's full of basically everybody.
Anywho. Hey, Sentinel, can you make those things by chance? As we're still walking away.
Possibly, but if they're that expensive, it'd probably take a very long.
All right, so back to Plan B then. I wonder how strong the newbie officers are. God, I definitely want to take out a royal. I have a pain in the ass. Anyways, I'll figure it out later on.
I just want to really quickly, I'm sure this is intentional, but I did specifically say that if the royals like you, that genuinely could be an elven name.
What?
The name that I have for the king.
All right. Anyway, so how long till we get to the
His Rafe?
the Rafe place? Yes.
Honestly, now that you know where you're going, it'd probably only take like 10 to 15 minutes.
All right.
I guess we're heading there. I'm also gonna keep an eye out for any like shops that might catch my eye, aka pet shops.
Oh God.
Well, there are several shops basically everywhere in this place. But as you go, two stick out quite fitting your description, especially considering there are some with like birds in cages, and then there's so the one with the birds in cages is known as Azure's Answer. And there's another one that basically has blacked out curtains, but it's just a giant wooden sign above the store with like very common understandable symbols for different animals. But all of them are crossed out and it's just titled with Tino's Tour of the World.
So there, it's wait, what?
There's like imagine like the most obvious thing you can think of for like a rabbit, like the bunny ears, and like the nose and whiskers for a cat, and like the dog ears and tail for a dog. But all of those are crossed out.
Does that mean they're sold out or something?
To the best of your knowledge, it means it's a pet store.
All right, I'm gonna go kind of like look. Is there a window I can look into?
Which one?
What?
Which one? The one that has like the birdcage in the window, or the one with the windows with like the blacked out curtains?
Let's look at the birdcage one.
Okay, yeah. Looking in, you can see there's a couple people inside, and there's several cages ranging from like relatively small for things like hamster sized to like dog crates to I'm talking like 4 or 5 feet tall creatures. And all of the creatures in there, if as you look around, some of them are more reptilian, some of them are more avian, but they all have like a couple things in common. Just like they all seem to be happy, and they all seem to be just like waiting and watching people.
Do I see any like honestly like normal looking hawks or eagles? Or anything of that size?
Of the birds, there are some larger birds, but specifically hawks and eagles, no. But there are some that would be similar.
Oh, I'm gonna kind of like yell to Signal and say, "Hey, I'm going in here for a second. Wait out here."
You what?
I'm gonna go in this shop for a second. Wait out here.
All right.
All right. I guess I'm gonna go in, and I'm gonna look at the like not like the large birds, but like more like the red-tailed hawk-sized birds. So like fuck, I don't really know how big
They're
they're
closer to
fully.
eagle, not closer to ostrich-sized birds.
No, not even like full on eagle size. More like just like the red-tailed hawk size. They're about maybe half the size of like a full-grown eagle.
Okay. Looking around, there's definitely a couple that catch your eye, but some of them seem to just be young versions of birds that would get larger, whereas others seem to just be like medium-sized birds of typically birds of prey, but there are a couple there that are just like they like things that would look quite close to different scavengers like vultures.
You know, I'm looking for anything that actually looks like a hawk or eagle, something that looks more majestic.
Okay, there's a couple of more like regal looking animals, some that are like multicolored in stripes going down the body through the wings. But for the most part, there are some that are just like more tame colored, like just like browns, blues, reds. Or not reds. Beers.
How many like brown colored ones are there? Ones that are like, be more camouflaged.
Currently, like out in the display room, there seems to only be two.
I'm gonna look at both of those, like, in depth a little bit.
Okay, what specifically are you looking for?
Just like to see if they're full grown or at least like maybe like teenage, something like that. Like how old they might be. and if they're gonna grow any bigger.
I'm gonna say investigation for that.
Investigation.
Yeah.
That's a 12.
You don't know a lot about birds specifically, but you're able to pick up small things here and there, especially from the other people talking about similar birds that are similar size. And you can overhear just occasionally people are like, oh, I think this one you can tell by the band on the leg, this one's an adult. And using that information, you're able to look and see. They have, if nothing else, most of a band around their leg, meaning that they're close to full size.
Is there like a price tag anywhere on it, or do I have to ask the shopkeep?
You'd have to ask the shopkeep for that.
I guess I go ask just see how much it is. Like I'm looking at just the one brown one that I like, the first one that I was looking at.
As you head to the front of the store, you notice that there's just a, like, I want to call it a paper sign, but you know those, like, four little triangle signs?
I think so? Question
Like,
mark?
just take a piece of paper, fold it in half, and place it on top of a surface.
Okay,
And
yeah.
written on it is just, please ring for assistance. And there's just it looks like one of those, a buzzer on a box, but instead of a large red button, it's just like a small brass, like, ticker.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna ring it.
As you do, there's the sound of gas filling a room as fog starts to rise from behind the counter, and as it does, a very, like, pale blue starts to fill the fog as in front of it is a genie. I guess behind the desk in front of you.
That's neat.
How may I help you?
I'm gonna point to the brown bird that I was looking at. How much is that one?
That one in specific? I can part with it for 25 silver if you would like, but you would need bird food, maybe a cage. I'm willing to sell you those if you do not have.
How much for the cage and whatnot?
Well, would you like a mobile cage or a stationary cage?
Mobile, because I'm gonna be on the move a bit. You know, why not both?
Well, the bird, both cages. I assume you would like feed as well.
I'm gonna kind of like pull up my bag of bread and just like, they can eat bread, right?
They can, but I would recommend more than just bread for a bird.
Also, generally they can't. It's usually pretty bad.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
but these are also mystical birds.
Yeah, these are mystical birds. All right, I'll be right back. Also, yeah, add the feed that. I'm gonna run back outside, kind of like bothering Sentinel. Hey, let me get like 10 gold. Kind of like, please, Dad, please.
That's all the gold I have. I only have 10.
Oh, no, not Sentinel, Sam. Sam, you know who has all the gold.
Wait, what? What's happening?
I'm running up to you and be like, hey, can I have like 10 gold?
For what?
I'm buying a bird.
What kind of bird?
Would I know what kind of bird it is?
I'd say with the with the investigation check you made last time, you'd know, like,
I'm also a druid.
roughly.
I am also a druid, so I'm
Are
kind
you?
of yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
you took
went
that
to
step
druid.
of
Yeah.
druid this level up, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd say you'd be able to tell roughly what type of bird it is, but not like the specific, like, genus or nothing. Like, you know, it's close to a hawk.
It's like a hawk-like bird. It's pretty nice. It looks really cute.
And you need 10 gold for the bird.
It's more like it's probably gonna only be around 5, but I just want to be safe.
Sentinel, do we need a bird?
Also, I'm gonna say this out of character. The good that a bird could actually bring us, because I also have the spell. What's it called? Beast Bond. Meaning, like, I could more or less send it to scout, and I could like keep in touch with it.
But our characters don't know that.
I mean, yeah, true.
You could also just say that in character as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the in character. Well, it could be used for scouting and whatnot. I can mentally connect with it, so
Could be useful. I won't
All
say
right,
it's
let's go talk to the
needed.
guy. Come on.
yay! I'm just gonna kind of like happily skip back to the shop.
As
This is kind of
Sentinel,
strange.
are you coming with or no?
Yeah.
Okay. As the three of you enter the store, standing behind is still the pale blue genie standing in essentially just a column of smoke.
I'm gonna like kind of lead us.
Fog, that's the word.
I'm gonna kind of lead Sam to the bird that was wanting. Be like, this is the one. And do we have like? Can we get a picture of it real quick?
I mean, I
It's
can
a
try and
bird.
find one, yeah.
All right. I don't know why you're not asking more questions about the freaking genie behind the counter.
It's magic. What is there to ask? There's literally a city of magic. Like honestly, we've seen weirder things already.
But he can grant wishes.
I'm gonna
sorry,
stop
I'm
today.
sorry if that's a bit prejudiced. I mean, I may be wrong, but kind of looking at the genie at this point. But like, is that factual?
People do grant wishes, yes, but only the first time.
Only the first. What?
What it looks like, it has like that picture on its like wing.
It would look like that, but currently its wings are tucked in.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's the one.
Huh.
We only grant wishes for those who freed us originally. And as I was freed by the earth itself, here I am.
Neat.
Landslides, nature's rub.
I don't know how I feel about nature's rub, but walking past that, how much is the bird?
Well, do you want to know just the bird, or like your friend here was asking, the whole group?
Oh,
Birds, cages, food.
Just the bird.
The bird itself, I can part with it for 25 silver.
Mm-hmm. And instead of a cage, maybe you have any lashings, like something to hold it to your shoulder or something like that.
I suppose I could go with that. I suppose I could get you one of my Faulkner's gloves, yes?
All right. And
I'm just currently like while they're haggling, when I'm just kind of like oogling over the bird, just kind of like baby talking to it.
what about a
Like, oh my
blind
god,
guard?
you're so cute. You're so cute.
One of the little masks you put on to keep him calm.
Well, typically we just sell a cloth to put over top of the cage. I suppose you could just give me a second, and with that, he just shrinks out of the cloud and just along the bottom of the floor just zips into the back room. And after only about like 15 seconds, he comes back. I suppose I could take one of the cloths I would typically give and give it a quick stitch. I could make it one of those blinders.
All right. So
While this is happening, I'm gonna cast Beast Spawn to it.
Okay.
just
Gonna quickly check and see
you
what
might want to
that
read that spell.
does.
What I can basically do, I can telepathically like send like fucking vibes to it pretty much. Like I can send it like calm emotions, stuff like that. It's like and, like pretty much I can send it like emotions and like simple like
You establish a
messages and whatnot.
telepathic link with one beast you touch that is friendly with you or charmed by you.
Oh wait, I also have animal friendship too, so it's fine.
Okay. Then yeah, I'd say that'd be able to work.
Okay.
So you cast Beast Bond with it?
Yes,
What are you trying to let it know?
just like hey, fuck. Hold on, let me think about this.
So, all right, for the bird, the bratting, and a pouch with some, let's say some mice, I guess, for them. How about we haggle around 4 gold for the lot, kid caboodle?
He's just gonna like look down at his. Basically, he's got like a binder full of prices, and he's just gonna look up at you, and he's just gonna very slowly close the binder. I suppose I can make that work.
All right, because you got 25 silver for that, which is 2.5 gold essentially. You've been kind enough to make me a cover for his head. You got a braiding with some mice. Got the lashing with the gloves. I think 4 gold is a fair price for that.
Okay. I'm basically gonna communicate. Hey, we're friends. Like, you don't have to be scared. You can be safe with us. Type of stuff. Like, hey, we're gonna be friends. Type of thing.
I'd say a spirit, you would be able to understand that. Yeah, definitely. As for your full 4 gold, I suppose I can make that work. Yes.
4 gold. All right, now I don't want to be a fucking dad to you, but you got to make sure it eats. We neither of us eat, so you got to make sure this thing eats.
I got it.
And with that, the
birds be
genie
fucking
very
dead.
quickly starts to like pack up a small, basically leather pouch full of just rats and mice, as well as just quickly bringing out the rest of the items you asked for, placing them on the counter, and then just pulling out a key from just inside his body. That was bird number 3, I see. And with that, the key just vanishes inside his hand and the cage just opens.
I'm gonna guess I'm gonna grab the glove to put on my hand or whatever, and just kind of like coax it over to my hand, sending motions like, "Hey, come here, it's safe."
The bird looks you over and then just kind of looks at the glove. Just like reaching one. I'm going to call it a foot. I don't know if that's the correct term, but I'm going to call it a foot.
Oh wait. Honestly, I did not realize I had that gold on me. I'm pretty sure I gave it to you, so I'm just gonna take that out of my thing.
All right.
And as it just like reaches over with its foot, it just like taps one down on the glove and then just kind of like scratches it a couple times before stepping over onto your hands. Or hand, rather.
And the falconer's glove, whatever you want to call it, it has a little band that like kind of you can put around the hawk's foot, right?
Yep.
All right, yeah. I'm gonna just gently, while again kind of communicating, hey, this is safe. I'm not gonna hurt you. And I'm gonna slip it onto its foot.
Okay. And it's like a decently sized band.
And that's it, basically.
Is there anything else you would like to do in this tour?
Nope,
You
I'm
three?
happy.
Alright.
No.
You two?
Yeah, no.
I'm good.
Thank you, Miss Jenny.
Aye.
Walking out of the store and be like, I'm gonna name you Frederick.
Oh God, can you please call him something besides Frederick?
Fine.
Anyways, we're gonna keep walking toward the the wizard.
As you guys continue on your way, there's a couple of shops that catch your eye, but for the most part, no shops that necessarily stand out.
You
Like,
know
there's-
what? Can I tell what gender it is?
Start grabbing at his birdie bits.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna see if I can just like look at it gently and see if I can tell.
I'm going to just say yes.
And what is it?
Hick. Welcome to It's a Magical Bird. I did not expect to have to choose a gender for a bird.
You know, it's gonna be female, and its name is gonna be Ariel.
Hey, hang on.
Okay.
I'll roll this for us. Hang on a second.
Okay.
I will roll the bird. And because I want to be politically correct, I'm gonna roll D1000. Just I know it'll exclude some people lives out there. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna do D100 for simplicity. Now, what the fuck is a 54?
We're gonna say a
It's
woman
gonna be a
because
female.
that's the one it was.
It is a female. I'm gonna say it's a female, and its name's gonna be Ariel.
Is this man
You know
googling the
what?
54th gender?
Which one is it?
Oh my god, there's subsections.
Oh my god.
Oh, so many. Oh. All right. Apparently, there's 72 of these bastards.
Alright, so moving along.
Yeah, move along.
But yeah, no, it's female, and
As-
its name is Ariel. As we're walking, I'm like, you know what? I got the name, and I'm gonna kind of stop for a second. Okay, you're a female. You know what? Ariel.
It takes just a bit longer, and you guys are able to make it to Tisrafe. And as you enter, it seems like the same guard is standing guard as he looks at your group, and then the new bird, and just goes, "I see," and just starts calling for the. I don't remember what I called him
Looks-
originally. The leader.
As he looks at the bird and goes, I see. I'm like, her name's Ariel. All right, be nice.
I see. And with that, again, falling down through the center of these spiral stairs is the old man Tiz. Hello again, all of you. Oh. I see. I assume you have all come back for the funds that I was going to gather?
If you got them.
Well, good news. Some people were being specifically generous when I told them that you guys were going on a suicide mission.
No, I feel bad for us. Got it.
So, the total was more than I was expecting, honestly. Here is, and he just brings out a relatively large pouch that there's a couple spots that have been stitched back together just from the sheer weight of it.
Oh.
Oh God.
This was, and he just opens it up and looks inside. 552 gold.
All right.
Divide that amongst yourselves how you'd like.
I'm gonna take it, put it in my pocket.
Let's see. And he just reaches his hand into just a void of darkness that wasn't there a second ago. And inside the void, you just hear two clinks as he brings out two potions. This one was health. This one was. And he just brings it in close and sniffs it. Water breathing, yes. This one is. And he just keeps reaching in and pulling out stuff. Animal friendship, a decent potion if you. Is your beast an animal?
I'm gonna kind of look at it.
I think you want
Yes. And her name's Ariel. She's so gorgeous. I'm gonna start petting her.
I meant the beast that could end this world.
Oh.
I mean, he's a big tentacle monster. Does that count as a beast?
I would consider it a beast, but I'm not sure if it's an animal. This honestly might be more helpful than they expected when they gave it to me. Let's see. And he just continues reaching in and pulling out. The total is 4 health potions.
All right.
All minor health potions. A potion of water breathing and a potion of animal friendship. And as he reaches in, this time again with both arms, these two are from my personal collection. I think one of them should help at least one of you quite well. And as for the other one, it might not be helpful yet, but I'm sure it'll come in handy somewhere. And as he pulls out, he brings out this almost like a beach ball sized just orb.
Beach ball size? This thing's big as fuck.
I'm going to ponder the orb.
This is the bubble of breathing. If you stick your head inside of it, you breathe. It has infinite potable air.
I'm gonna look
Neat.
at the fleshy being in our party.
It's good for underwater exploration, although I don't think you want to do that considering it seems to hate you all. It's good for bad smells, poisonous gas, whatever you need. And as for the other one, he pulls out just like a deck of playing cards.
Oh no.
These are, and he just opens it, grabs a card, and throws it on the ground. And as soon as it hits the ground, there's just what looks like, because currently the size of the hallway is just like the side of a wall, just or forms in front of you. These are a deck of illusion cards.
Oh.
Throw it on the
Ooh,
ground with
neat.
enough force, and it will create some form of illusion. This one, and he pulls it. Jack of Spades. House. Okay. And he just puts it back in. That would have been a house if there was enough space. It became a wall.
All right. So, animal, water breathing, and bubble. Lydia, I think should have one. I think probably me.
I'm gonna look at the bubble and I'll be like, is there any way to make this smaller for now?
Well, I suppose. It is a bubble, but it is not fragile. And he just reaches over and just puts his hand on either side and just pushes, and much like a beach ball, it just starts to like deflate.
I'm guessing we could just blow it back up.
Basically shake it. It fills itself with air.
Okay,
Well,
okay. I guess I'll take the bubble and then the deck of cards. I'll keep those on me.
I was gonna give those to Sentinel.
Oh, actually, yeah, we'll give the deck of cards to Sentinel.
Yeah, I think he getting more use out of them. The tactical mind that they are. The friendship, water breathing, and bubble. I think you should have Lydia, and I think the two of us split the healing potions.
Sounds good. I'm
You
gonna
have
kinda like, I guess I'll
you
take
have
the
on the
stuff.
spot healing.
Yep.
You know, from your sex god.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Anyways, so you got
Question,
that.
does the old guy give us a weird look as we mentioned sex god?
he raises an eyebrow, and that's basically it. He went through this very similar college before. He knows a lot of things that would consider themselves sex gods.
I'm gonna up and look at him. Oh, Dionysus.
Actual Dionysus, or people who call themselves Dionysus?
Actual Dionysus.
I see. Good luck. Try not to party too hard. I do not know a good hangover cure. I have not drank in the last 40 years. And I do not just mean alcohol. I mean anything.
Question, like out of character, would Goodberry help with a hangover or no?
Let me check the specific rules of Goodberry, but...
Hey, Sentinel.
Because it's basically like full nourishment, like protein, all that stuff that would help. Like,
Did you add the deck of illusion 2 healing potions?
I added the deck.
Yeah, you got two minor healing potions as well.
all right. So what did I get? It's
You
air bubble.
got the bubble, the potion of water breathing, and the potion of animal friendship. As for Goodberry, I'd be willing to say that it would definitely help with a hangover, but it might not be an instant cure.
Okay, that's fine. All right, you said it was one thing water breathing, one thing animal friendship.
And the bubble of breathing. Which, for context, can be used to breathe in any situation.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Right.
All right, got him added. Add him in my inventory now.
Okay. And with that, the old man looks over the three of you again. You do not seem to have, I mean this in no offense, but you do not seem to have the best specific gear. If you would like, I could refer you to... Actually, and again, he reaches into the black void and pulls out a small scroll full of just different stores that he personally recommends. And I am going to post that into Scribestone.
All right, let's see.
Goblin with oversized hammer.
Let's see.
Also, the pet store that we got it from was the Azor's Answer one.
Yep, Azure's Answer.
Okay, Azure's Answer. Okay.
For
Also-
context, I was going to expand the name to Azure's Answer to Loneliness, but I felt like that'd be too long.
All right.
Great. I'm gonna kind of like ask him, hey, where can I get a decent slingshot? Like maybe an enchanted one, maybe not, just something that's well made.
Well, if you want a magic item, I'd recommend going to the two magic stores I trust. Whereas just for a regular slingshot, I'd say your best bet would be the general store. Kids tend to have them if you want to steal from a child, but I don't personally recommend it. Yeah, general stores tend to be okay.
All right. I'm gonna kind of
Okay.
like I said, no, hey, throw me a couple pieces of gold.
Do you mean Sam or do you mean Sentinel?
Sam. Yes, Sam. Fuck.
All right. Like he's gonna chunk two gold on me.
I'm gonna put him like I'm gonna grab my coin purse, whatever it's called, or whatever I put my coins in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put those in there. I'm gonna shove it between my breast.
Oh.
Okay.
Make it harder for someone to pick
You've now got a lumpy tit.
I'm gonna shove it into like in a way that like it doesn't like full on show.
Okay.
Oh.
I assumed that much, but I still wanted to make that joke.
Yeah, I'm gonna like put it where like it won't full on show, but like it's there.
Yeah.
Make it harder for someone to pickpocket me.
And with that, the old man looks the three of you over again. Is there anything else I could do to help you find folks? Or, well, I'll do what I can, but just keep in mind that if it's more money, you'd have to show that you're doing things with the money. The people at the other colleges barely gave me this when I told them what you were up against. They
So we
think
gotta-
that you are lying, but
We got to keep a record.
more so just if you come back without some proof that you are doing good for the world, people won't be willing to give money.
Ah.
Enough, I understand that.
If you manage to kill the creature and bring me its head, I am sure the king will be more than happy to give you some decent chunk of change.
I don't think killing a fucking aboleth is gonna be anytime soon.
No, but that basically bring heads of bad things to him and he'll be willing to reward you.
Okay. At that, I'm gonna kind of like, all right. Well, looks like we need to go prepare for the journey ahead. I bid you farewell, and I'm gonna kind of like give him a slight bow and just start making my way out of the thing with Ariel on my hand.
Yeah. You two following along or going different directions?
I was looking something up trying to see what it was again, if I remember what it was.
Okay. So, Lydia, where specifically are you going? Because I have given a list of store.
You put that in script. You know what? Let's go to like a general store real quick.
Okay, so you're heading to Rolling Rug or just to one of the first ones you find? Because these are a list of stores that he specifically trusts.
Yeah, I'll go to the Rolling Rug.
Okay.
All right.
You all heading with?
Yeah, I do know something.
And what was his name again?
The old man?
Yes.
Tiz.
Tiz?
Yep.
Okay.
As in Tiz Rafe.
Tiz Rafe. Okay. Yeah, no.
Rafe was just the word for magic in his language, by the way.
Okay, so wait. Quick question. If I get the slingshot or whatever with all the ammo and stuff, could Could Sentinel enchant that with like the what is it, the non-reload thing?
Is a slingshot loading?
I think so, because like you have to put the rocks into it.
Yeah, but I don't think that takes an action. I think that's just part of the action.
Okay, well yeah, not like worry about it then. What
I'm
other
just quickly checking
enchantments
just
do
to
you
make
have?
sure.
What?
What other enchantments do you have?
Currently, I have enhanced weapon, enhanced defense, repeating shot, and replicate magic item bag of holding. But I'm probably gonna replace that first.
But you said you had
I
the
leveled up.
replicate, and then what were the other two?
Enhanced defense and enhanced weapon.
Enhanced weapon. That just adds more damage, right?
Yeah, +1 to attack and damage rolls. But I
Okay.
already have that on my.
Okay, never mind then. Because I have the magic stone cantrip where I can like enchant stones, and they themselves do more damage. I guess it would also add on top of the slingshot damage. Would that work?
Yeah, I'd
That
say so.
okay. The magic stones themselves they do damage, and I guess the force from the slingshot would also do damage. So, yeah.
Because yeah, the sling does 1d4. If the magic stones themselves are, say, for instance, radiant, then I'd be willing to count that as 1d4 plus the damage of magic stone. Otherwise, I'd just say that the damage just upgrades to whatever magic stone's damage is.
It just says it might be. Hold on. Why does it not tell me what type of damage it is? I think it's bludgeoning bludgeoning damage for the magic stone.
I'm just checking something real quick. Yeah, I'm willing to say that it would just upgrade to 1d6 plus spellcast then.
Plus, so it'd just be the 1d6 plus 4, which
Yeah,
is my
your
modifier.
sling your sling, if it's using magical stone, would be 1d6 plus spellcast. Otherwise, it's just a 1d4.
Okay. Alright, yeah, that works then. That's still 1d4 plus 6. That's still a good bit of damage.
Okay.
It's not terrible, at least. Plus, it gives me something to where like I don't have to beat up front and don't have to use my spell slots.
I'm just quickly doing a quick bit of Google.
Oh, he's using the Googles.
I've never heard of that thing, except for I totally have.
While we're here, let's talk about our sponsor today, Raid Shadow Legends.
Shut up, no.
Raid Shadow Legends is the most ambitious app game to date, with over 12.3 trillion downloads.
I'm gonna just guiding bolt myself. I don't want to listen to this.
You just hear the words Raid of Shadow Legends and you just like a sleep rage and just zap yourself.
It's just like, as the ads going on, you just hear people like bodies falling to the ground around like the narrator. People in agony like, I can't do it again.
And then you just hear a giant explosion. Someone shoots himself. Fucking. Why can I not remember the name right now? Guiding bolt. Just no, not
good.
doing this.
I'm glad the next person who decides to shoot him gets the advantage. Well, you don't understand, honey. When I was cleaning my magic wand last night, that is not a euphemism. Literally, magic wand. Here it is. Look, it's the Dumbledore special. It looks like the Elder Wand. It's amazing. Anyways, I was rubbing my wand, and I accidentally shot myself in the foot with Guiding Bolt. Now, first thing, I took a lot of damage. Was just fine, it hurt a bit. What I'm really afraid about is the next time someone tries to punch me, and it fucking TKOs my ass. That's what I'm really afraid of.
You just gotta go to the weakest creature you can find and just go, you hit me. Just like find the nearest like cat.
Meow. Meow. Oh no. Oh no, he has to stand.
Oh no.
The cat is a stand.
It's still technically just like the size of a cat though, so it's doing like 3 damage total.
Now, so you know, it just fucking pops into Super Saiyan.
Shaman King is just JoJo's Bizarre, the original.
Alright, so did you finish looking this up? Or?
Yeah. I found what I needed.
Okay.
All right.
So currently we're headed where?
The rug
I'm going to
place.
the general store.
Ah.
The rolling rug.
I'll come with her, y'all, because you can separate if you'd like.
Oh, well, I got the money, so I'm gonna stay with them.
That is
The
a
2
good
gold that
point.
you handed me. Yeah, I got the 2 gold that you gave me. So
That's fine. They don't need me anymore. You gonna come with me, Sentinel, or stay with her?
Wait, where are you two going again?
I'm gonna go to a magic place. She's going to a general store, and if we do split up, I say about noon, we meet back up in front of the palace gates.
I guess I'll
okay,
follow you.
sounds good.
So who you going with again, Sentinel?
Sorry, you, Sam.
All right. Well, have fun, Lydia. We'll meet you at the gates at noon.
See you at noon. I'm just gonna kind of walk towards the general store.
All right, I'm going to start with Lydia just because they said it first. So,
Yeah.
as you head to the general store, it takes you not too long before you arrive at a relatively large. Think like the smallest Walmart.
Okay.
It's
I'm
a decently large store with quite a wide variety of items, and just walking up and down the aisles. Walking is a stretch. Um, Corner to corner down the aisles is just a sentient rug walking down, making sure everything looks prim and proper, using like its tassels to brush things off, like to dust.
going to nod. I'm gonna like kind of like half nod, half bow to it as I go by.
Ah, hello there, traveler. May I help you with what you are looking for?
Yeah, Teeth sent me, or what is his name again? Teeth or Teeth?
Is
Tis sent me here, and I'm just kind of looking for a slingshot. A
strange
very.
request from a relatively weak old man, but all right.
Oh, he didn't send me here for that specifically. I'm just saying, like, he
Ah,
recommended this store.
I see. I'll have to give him my thanks. As for slingshots, your best bet would be aisle. And he just like starts counting in his head. Aisle 6, partway down. There will be slingshots, slings, and next to that, I want to call it ammunition, but they are really just rocks.
That is exactly what I need.
There's some that are steel balls, but I don't personally recommend them. They sometimes spin too much.
Could I use magic stone on the steel balls?
I need to check.
It says 3 pebbles, so I don't think so.
I'm just gonna make sure. Why is it taking so long to load? I'm willing to say that, if nothing else, for the sake of convenience, yes, those would the steel balls would be able to magic stone.
Add more damage, saying that they're harder, or no?
I'd say a rock and a steel ball that spins too much are basically the same hardness in
Okay.
the practicality of it.
Okay. Just
Because this
wanted to
isn't
double-check.
like packed sand; it's like granite.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna head over there then.
Okay. As you walk down the aisles, there's several rows of just different things here and there. There's like some foods. There's some like
Oh, by the way,
camping gear.
am I able to tell if the hawk is hungry right now or not?
It establishes a psychic link between the two of you, so I'd say you'd be able. If it was hungry, you'd know, but currently it doesn't seem to be.
Okay.
As you head down the aisles, there's rows of just like meats and what vegetables will actually store for long enough to be worth selling, as well as just other miscellaneous like camping gear, some torches, basically anything people from adventurer to civilian would need.
Okay.
And as you get there, there's a couple of slings and a couple of slingshots. They look to be like the slingshots look to just be slings that have been put onto a metal frame.
Okay. How well made do they look? Do they look
Slings
like
or the slingshots?
the slingshots?
Uh, the metal frames seem to
Actually, wait.
be.
While I'm thinking about it, what would have more range, a slingshot or a sling?
I'm going to tell you right now, they're identical.
They're the same.
Yeah. A slingshot doesn't technically exist in D&D 5e.
But a boomerang
So
But-
does. Don't understand that one.
Yeah. So yeah, they're going to be basically the same. If there is going to be any change, it would just be the fact that there's metal, so you could theoretically use it as like a melee weapon and shit like that.
Okay, so we'll say it's a slingshot, but you want me to just add a regular sling to my thing?
Yeah, just add a sling and name it shot. So as you look it over, there's a couple of them that are definitely better than the others, as some of them seem to have like. So on the top, not the top, but like the part where the sling connects has like a hammered flat section, think similar to like a large nail.
Okay.
And some of them seem to have far wider of flat sections that would make it harder for the sling to come off, whereas others, they're similar, but they've
Do they
a little
have-
more narrow.
Do they have price tags on them or no?
No.
Okay. Well, I could honestly just pick up stones and rocks off the fucking ground. So I don't think I need to buy ammo here. But
You could.
about how much? How much would it be
For.
to buy like the sling and the ammo?
If you had to take a guess, you'd assume it'd be like
Oh, it's
less
0.1
than-
gold.
less
So,
than
like,
1 gold.
silver. Yeah, it's 1 silver for just the
Because keep in mind, the ammo that comes with it is like 1,000.
How much? Wait, how much comes with it? Like what?
Like
much is that?
when you buy ammo, you're buying a sack of 1,000.
You can just miss 1,000 times, boy.
If you buy the slingshot itself, it comes with nothing other than the slingshot.
Hope that dexterity's good enough.
But if you do buy ammo, it comes in packs of 1,000.
Would it be like price wise?
Like in total, it'd be less than 1 gold. Like
Okay.
odds are probably like 3 silver, as far as you could tell.
You know what? Yeah, I'll take one of those. I'll fucking take a whole thing of ammo.
Okay. It basically looks like a coin purse, but are you going rocks or silver balls? Or metal balls, rather.
We'll do the rocks.
Okay. So it's basically like looks like not necessarily like a coin purse. There's 1,000 of them. Like in between a coin purse and a backpack, like that medium size, like a fanny pack of stone balls.
Can you make yours an actual fucking fanny pack?
If you want to wear it like that, yes.
I want to wear it like a fanny pack.
Alright, you now have in your hands a fanny pack of stone balls and a slingshot. You have not bought them yet, but you have them in your hand.
Did we just let her buy rocks that we could have just found on the ground for free?
She said that herself too, yes.
Yeah. You said 1,000?
Yes, 1,000 tiny rocks.
Like the size of like the slingshot thing, right?
Yeah, they are
Okay.
slingshot. They're made for a slingshot. Like they are carved instead of just being pebbles someone found on the floor.
Neat.
Okay. Well, there.
Alright,
Got it.
so I assume you're just gonna buy those then?
Yep.
Alright, so it takes you a moment to find the rug as knowing that you are the only person in here, he's decided to take a bit of a rest. And a rug on a floor doesn't look very out of place until you almost stepped on it.
A rock on the floor?
Rug.
A rug,
Keep in mind,
okay.
it's just your rug of smothering that is not evil. And
So I'm guessing I almost step on it.
yeah. Basically, you get close and he just like slides out of the way and stands back up.
Oh my god, you scared me.
It is okay. Not many people are used to rugs moving, I suppose. Is that all you would like?
I'm gonna kind of look down at it. Yeah, this should be good.
Very well, very well. Come with me. And he just glides through the air towards essentially like a cash register, but really just a set of drawers. Let's see. That would be 1,000 stone balls and 1 slingshot. You know what? 3 silver will do.
All right. I guess I'll hand him the 3 silver.
He's just gonna take it and put them in the little drawers. If you would need anything else, don't be a stranger. And with that, we're gonna switch over to the other half of the group.
All right.
Are you going to a specific magic shop or just any?
Let's see. So let's look at just magic items. Let's look at the Dusty Tome first.
All right. It takes you a moment to find it, as these are just a list of names, not like directions. But you manage to find the Dusty Tome on your wanderings, and as you come in, the place lives up to its name. The area is like basically everywhere past the like first 5 feet has a thin layer of dust all over it. And at the rather inside at like a miniature library, like think 2 bookshelves and that's it,
Mm-hmm.
is a quite tall, I'm gonna say like 8-foot tall orc, just instead of needing a ladder to stack things, just putting away the books himself.
Good morning, my fine gentlemen. How are you?
Greetings. I still need to clean this place, but it is open. How may I help you to?
Any particular you're looking for, Sentinel?
No.
Alrighty. You don't talk much, do you?
No.
Okay.
So,
So,
character, I am kind of sick at the moment, which is
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, makes sense. That's fair.
So, I wrote this along the way, and I'm gonna slide a letter. You got any of these laying around? I've been reading stories about them.
He's just gonna like pick up the paper, like it's very small in his hands, and he just like has to bring it quite close to himself to read, as he's shockingly nearsighted. I'm sure we have some of these around the area. Any of them of higher priority than others, or because if there's one that you're looking for specifically, I can look for that one first.
Yeah, the top 2 are more on my to-do list. Third one's just a funsies, if I can find that.
I can take a look. Give me a moment. And he walks off with just the loud trudging of his footsteps. Each heavy footstep starts to like shake up a little bit of dust off of all the tables and everything around. And looking around, this place looks like if you were to mix a magic item shop with a cafe. There are several tables with chairs, like a bar booth. But the only person in there currently is that orc. Give me a second to just figure out how much these things would cost, because, oh
Yeah,
no.
the second one probably isn't gonna be that bad. The other 2 probably are a bit more than that we currently have.
Whoops, that's YouTube, not Google.
That'll give you some answers and somebody else ad revenue.
Oh wait.
Also, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, because I am a corporate sellout.
This cannot be for 5e, is it? Because I just saw the price of that set to 5,000.
You know, while our DM is searching the web, I bet you he's not being protected enough. That's why our new sponsor is NordVPN. Protect yourself and your family with NordVPN. You want to watch that strange hentai, but no, your hentai Netflix doesn't show it? You can change your location and watch all to your dirty, perverted mind's desires. Remember, download VPN, use code to get 10% off your first purchase.
My favorite.
Did you just use the fucking dying goblin noise again?
No, that was
That
just
one?
me.
Oh God.
Use code.
Oh, that.
Genuinely, both of you seem to have been the same dying goblin sound.
Listen,
Really?
Hunter,
Yeah.
what between cantrips and first level spells, which spell is best, or would be best for Sentinel?
Between cantrip or first level spells?
Or no, including spells from cantrips and first level.
Oh, I actually don't know what you have access to. Give me a second.
No, just any cantrip or first level. Any of them.
Give me a second.
I was looking at either Guiding Bolt or Wrathful Smite.
Guiding bolt's good. Wrathful Smite, I don't think will work too well for you because just because it's a melee hit kind of deal.
Yeah, Sentinel's
He's melee, yeah.
Oh, you're not like
yeah.
blasters.
Yeah,
Nope, he is
Sentinel
Thunder
uses
Fist.
the. Yeah.
Oh.
He's basically Val.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, the Armorer has two models. Infiltrator has the Ion Blasters or whatever, and Guardian has Taser Fist.
Hmm.
Or I thought maybe Booming Blade as well, because that
Lightning
I don't think-
Lure is cool just because you can bring them to you. Very much like get over here style, you know.
Well, I think I get that basically as. Hold on. Where I think it's. I basically get. Well, that would be. No, that'd be level 15. That'd be a lot. That I would get that for free, pretty much. Would you say it was Lightning Lure?
Yeah.
Cantrip?
I mean, get all Eldritch Blast just to have some range.
I do I have any spell?
I mean,
I've got Magic Missile.
that's a 120-foot spell.
So is Magic Missile, and I already have that.
Yeah. Does Magic Missile only gets more powerful whenever you upcast it, right? Or is it just as you level up?
No. Oh no, yeah. Spell
Yeah,
slots
it's whenever you level up, yeah. Isn't
Eldritch Blast gets more powerful the higher level you get.
Let's see.
yeah, because my guiding bolt is a 5d6 at level 2, then level 1 is just 4d6.
Okay, so I've got the numbers now,
Mhm.
and you're not going to be happy because they're all fucking expensive, so I'm probably tuning them down.
All right.
So after a couple of minutes, the loud stomping starts to get a bit louder as he comes back carrying basically just a box in his arms, just like a wooden crate. So I managed to find the top two you asked for. However, I was not able to find the third one. I believe it is sentient. I am not certain anymore. It doesn't seem to do anything when I look at it. So I think it doesn't like being watched. But enough about that. So, and he just reaches in and pulls out the first item. Basically just looks like a red metal stick.
All right.
He smashes the closest I could find, and he just clicks the button and lets go, and it floats there. And he clicks again. These matches the closest I could find to what you were asking for. I've never heard anyone called by that name, but it's a translation, so to say.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. For this, I'm willing to say 2,000 gold. Or, if you would like, I can get you one that's a little smaller, and it will be a little smaller in cost as well.
How big is smaller, and how little is cost?
Just gotta double check just to make sure. The original doesn't say a length.
Because it doesn't.
Huh. And he reaches in.
It's the length of a ladder rung, so it's about 1.5 feet, roughly.
No, when it's fully extended.
It doesn't extend.
Oh, yep, I was thinking the wrong thing.
Yeah.
The orc's going to look at you and then look back into his box. It appears I have grabbed the wrong item. Give me a moment. And he reaches inside and pulls out a different one.
Should I just grab Goku's extending rod?
Basically, yes.
That's why it was red. Got it.
Very similar items. It's easy to mix these up, especially since they were in the same bin. Let's see. This, and he pushes and it floats there again. And then he just grabs it and it pulls. This one does not expand and stays in the same place. Well, let's see. If that one was 3,000, I'm going to give you this one for 1,500. Does that sound fair to you?
I'll shop around a bit.
Very well. Would you like me to move on to the next one, or?
Yes, please. Just give me the Cliff Notes version.
He reaches in and pulls out the other one. Pretty self-explanatory. Boot, wing, easy enough. I'm going to have to say 4,000 for this. I'm sorry, my friend.
That makes sense. Alrighty. That's all I want to look at for now. Thank you, man.
Very well. You two have a good day, I suppose.
Yes, sir. So, let's see. Just you're aware, Cody, I was looking at the immovable rod and boots of flying.
Understood.
Well, we got
that's what I was doing research on, was just to make sure, because magic item prices are stupidly high, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely are.
I thought, okay, wait. I want to check my other magic item, or not magic item, magic store generator. Because, they had relatively lower prices. Give me a second here. Save stores. Okay, yeah, no, those prices more or less actually line up. So have you guys headed out yet, or are you guys still just in the store? Okay. Because he would definitely try and sell other shit as well. Alrighty. With that, I'm going to jump back to Val unless you two want to do anything.
What you want to do?
Nothing.
Oh,
Not that I can think of.
Alrighty. Back to Val. Lydia.
I'm
looking at the thing.
I'm gonna head back to the other the exotic pet store.
Tino's Tour of the World.
I also want to go look at that real quick.
Alright. Yeah, it's take you long to get there, but once you arrive, you notice that the place is a lot darker, physically darker, than the other one, as basically everybody inside it has some form of face protection, be it a mask or just glasses, but the glasses change the shades basically.
Alright, now what kind of animals do I see in there?
Currently none, but you can hear several noises coming from the back.
Huh. Alright. I'm just gonna kind of stop as I walk into the door and just hear the noises. Just kind of sitting there debating. I can come look back. Come look later. I'm just gonna walk back out.
Okay.
I guess I'm just gonna go. What time is it now?
I don't know. Would you like it to be closer to when you regroup?
Yeah, sure, why not? I'll say
Basically,
walk
that's
around
my
and
way of saying, is there anything else that you are going to try and do?
not really.
Okay, and you two? Anything else you guys would like to try and do?
Nah.
No.
Alrighty. So I'd say by this point, you've spent a decent amount of time, both of you, looking around and searching, but you start to head back early and you manage to re-meet in front of the gate of the castle.
Is the hawk hungry by now?
I'd say it's willing to eat, if nothing else.
I'll pull out a mouse and feed it.
Sorry, wait, say that again?
I'll pull out a mouse and feed it.
Okay, I heard eat it, and I was like, damn, that's just rude.
You look at the
Okay.
fucker. I bet you you can have this bitch.
As
No.
you, like, I'm gonna assume you, like, grab the mouse by its tail and just, like, dangle it in front of it.
Yep.
Okay.
Nature's
As you
gusher.
do.
What?
Nature?
What?
What'd you say?
I said, nature's gusher.
Oh. I thought you just said nature twice, and I'm like, are you trying to tell me to make him do a nature check for this? Because that's not that hard. As you dangle in front of the bird, it looks it over and looks over to you, as if basically staring at you like, I'm allowed to have this?
I'm gonna kind of like mentally like tell it, yep, this is all yours. Eat. Eat up.
And with that, it starts to, like, it tries to grab it with its beak, but as it hits it, the mouse, like, kind of swings away and swings back because of the way you're holding it. And as it swings back, he manages to, or rather, the bird manages to just grab it and just swallow it whole.
Neat. I'm just gonna give it a
Eat
little
like an
scratch on its
owl.
head.
All right, that was actually
I'm
pretty
just,
cool.
yeah. I'm just gonna scratch it on the head and be like, good girl.
All right. Well, that was cool. I'm gonna kind of look up the castle, like we're staying at base of. You don't think they'll just let us walk in and talk to them, do you?
Good question.
Probably not, though. Do we need to?
I mean, if we can get the crown behind us, that would be nice.
I mean, we're just some random people. We don't exactly have any influence other than
We got a
Seems
scroll.
right. Bro.
That scroll
Must
from Asmatine himself.
Ooh, what?
The wizard dude, I don't fucking remember his name.
Is.
Asmatine, that's what I said. Anyways.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
what
y'all
I
do
said.
have official documentation.
Yeah. So I'm gonna walk up to the guard, I guess. The guard's like, gentlemen, sorry to interrupt your standing in the hot sun.
How can I help you?
Well, we are on kind of an important mission that requires the ear, not physically, but like to talk to the royalty, the king and queen in this city.
You wish to speak with Velthar?
Yes. I apologize, I wasn't this ready for this encounter, but we were in a hurry. But the kingdoms could be in world-shattering danger.
I'm just gonna kind of like pipe up over him. We found an aboleth.
You need to shut up in the middle of the streets.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
The guard opens his mouth as if he's about to doubt you until the second he hears that just... What?
Yeah. Okay. Come close. Come close.
He just, like, pushes his ear against the gate.
All right. So big tentacle monster Latif mind controls people, turns you into fish fuckers. That's what we're talking about.
No,
Okay,
no,
so-
I know what those are. Those are said to have been extinct for as
quick
long as
question.
being has been. Yeah.
Out of character kind of thing. The arm that Jess took, would we still have that?
I'm going to say no.
Fuck, because I said we could use that as fucking evidence.
Well, that's evidence.
That would just be evidence of a dead fish man.
Oh yeah.
There are fish people in this world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not evil ones, too.
So, I would like to not, arouse the panic, but yeah, apparently one did survive.
I see.
And it ain't
And
happy.
you need the crown's assistance because if you don't, the world is in danger.
Yeah, that pretty much gist of it.
I will send you to Cremery first. They look to be more of a jester, but they're actually the aid to the royals.
Is it a fashion choice or like a royal? You have to wear this.
It's more so preventing from assassination. Nobody kills the jester. So if you make the
That's
important person look like a jester,
Imagine
and
that
with
though.
that, he just starts to slowly drag the gate open. I will let you know. Valak is not the happiest, so do not wander too far from a straight path.
Gotcha.
Sir.
So we're going Matt. What kind of going up the stairs?
And that way, take the first door on your right. Should take you to a relatively large room with a lot of tables and one big table. That's the second door on the right is lots of tables. One big table, many chairs. I'll tell Kremer you're coming, but they are quite eccentric.
All right. So there, that with big table. Got it.
You said first door on the right, correct?
That is correct.
All right. Thank you.
And
All
with
right.
that, once you guys are past the gate, he's just going to drag it closed, just scraping across the smooth, stone brick floor.
All right. So we kind of whisper to the group as we're walking. So besides myself, do we all any of us have any like thing we need to be worried about authority with? Like something might get us
No.
arrested on spot.
Not that I know of.
No, just me.
No, I shouldn't.
Ah, fuck. All right. Because I am nervous. I could sweat. I'd be sweating bullets right now. Really shocked they didn't
If a
unarm us.
robot were to sweat, would it literally sweat bullets?
I would. I'm a gunslinger.
Yeah.
Can you just pick the bullets off the ground after and use them?
I would. I'd have
Like, I'm
like,
thinking just the projectile part, you just like dropping them over your shoulder.
all right. So walk up there, find the room. Eventually, it's like, all right, not this one. That is a fuck ton of tables. Holy shit. All right, not this room.
First on the right. We need to go back.
All right. I kind of
And
look in. Hello.
as you enter the room, or rather open the door and look inside, the room seems to be empty other than the table and chairs. Like, there doesn't seem to be anyone inside it until the candles, one by one, starting at the other side of the room, just pop, 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 light, 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 light. And at the very end of the wall, there appears to be what looks like a. How should I put this? You guys know that thing in Star Wars where you get frozen into the metal?
Carbonite?
Yes.
I don't know if that's what that's called, but yes.
I really am disappointing you right now, Kane. I'm like,
I've not watched any Star Wars
out
ever.
of fucking character. I am really disappointed.
I have never seen a single Star Wars related thing.
Alright, no, I gotta break your kneecaps now.
And I typically actually try to avoid it at this point because there's just so much I haven't seen.
Fair enough, but I still gotta break your kneecaps.
Like, imagine watching Harry Potter, like the Fantastic Beasts, without knowing anything about Harry Potter. You'd be
Fair
fucking
enough.
lost.
Alright, but yeah.
So yeah, basically embedded into the wall is a jester-looking fellow with like the jester hat and all that, with just his arms protruding from the wall further than like the rest of him. And inside his arms, he has like imagine like the puppet commandeer pose where it's like arms up, holding the little cross-shaped things.
All right.
Alright.
And that is currently all you can see past the tables and the newly lit lights.
I guess we're gonna walk in. I guess I'm gonna walk in, yeah.
Are you gonna like take a seat at the table or just like look around?
I guess I'll take a seat at the table.
I'm gonna
Okay.
kind of look at the. So it's just it looks like a statue, right?
It looks like a statue that's embedded into the wall.
I'm gonna go look very closely at it because I'm interested.
As you-
Actually, I'm also gonna go look at this.
Okay, I assume all three of you then?
At this point, I guess.
Sure.
Okay. As the three of you inspect this statue-esque thing, there's just for a moment, I'll need all of you to roll me an investigation/perception, depending on how close you're looking.
I'm gonna kind of like stand back a bit,
Okay.
so I guess I'll just roll perception.
Yeah. Perception if you're a distance back, investigation if you're up close.
Fucking, that's a 9. I'm not getting anything.
23.
Well, Sam got a 23.
Nice stonework.
Okay. So, Sentinel and Sam are able to notice as you have this close look with it. Not necessarily a close look, but this intense look over it. That the strings coming down from the little puppet X's just slightly start to move. Just like the string just starts to sway, and then the hands start to move, and then the face just gets a big ol' like ear to ear, literally ear to ear grin. And as such, the face just starts to the head starts to tilt left and right as the hands just do like the puppeteering motion. And then there's a loud thud from basically the door you all came in from.
Nope. Turn around.
As you turn around, the candles light up the face of essentially the person that the sculpture was based off of, just standing at the door, quietly closing it. Ah, I see you all have arrived. I was informed that I'd be meeting three of you. I assume you three are the three I was supposed to meet.
Correct. I mean, I
Very
guess.
well. I must ask, what is this that requires the utmost importance?
Is there any, do I see anything else in the room that might be like a person? No people, right?
Currently, other than what's in the wall and the person that's at the door.
I'm just gonna pretty much say out loud. Aboleth.
See, now this is the appropriate time to say that out loud.
I see. It would seem that our old friend is back again.
You say what again?
Fucking excuse me?
I suppose you wouldn't know, but I am what was called the Origin. One of the few people still alive through all of eternity.
Can I roll can I roll something to see if I like know anything about this
History.
history?
Yep.
Oh my god, what is with my fucking rolls today?
Well, good news, it
Well-
wasn't a hard roll.
Okay.
Just a second, let me figure out which one it was again. There it is. You can remember that the Origin, that's what I called them. The Origin is the name given to the people of Voidfall, the people who were first given life and as such exempt from the cycle of death. They are still, most of them are still killable, but they do not age anymore, and their minds have been capped, so to speak.
Oh, that's cool. I haven't met one of you before.
It's not often most people do. Our people tend to stay where we were born, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. So about the big tentacle monster.
Ah, yes. So it seems that sinking the nation was not enough to appease them.
I heard that like they vary in power and age depending on the color. What was out of character? What was the color of it again? Like deep green.
Yeah, I believe so.
The one we encountered looked to be a deep green.
I see. It must have escaped the sinking of Domati. It is a shame
I
that they
mean-
survived.
Okay. I know you're older than all of us combined. But you sank a fish.
No, we sank a nation.
Okay. With a fish in it.
He's just going to
missing
look at
something?
you and just pull, like, he's just going to twitch his hand slightly and a thread just whips backwards all the way back to his hand. Are you not the one that I heard thinking about dropping an island on them?
Yes.
We
Yep.
dropped a nation on them, and it did not
Oh,
work.
gotcha. I thought you mean he's like on thing and you sank him into the water. That makes more sense now. Now,
Domati was home to the world's evil.
was your nation floating 1,000 feet in the sky?
Our nation was not, no, but the
Mm.
nation we sunk was floating thousands of feet above the seabed. Those things may be strong, but they would not be able to withstand that much pressure.
But if you're trying to push something through water, there's a certain amount of resistance, especially with something that big.
No, he's got a point.
If nothing else, something of that size would be hard to dodge.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
But it
So,
seems they continued, or possibly this is a new one.
Yeah, it was only one that we encountered. And speaking of, what would be the best way to kill this thing?
dropping a nation on it, maybe.
Dropping a nation was a good way to kill many of them. Killing one elder, your best bet is... It's been so long. I suppose you could flash fry it if you have strong lightning. I'm not certain.
So take something with lightning. Okay.
So
We have
calamari,
not
got it.
fought one in the last 1,000 years. It took the might of this entire continent's kingdoms to sink a nation of them. You might need to gather power to deal with just one powerful one.
Hmm.
I have a question.
Yes, of course.
I heard that you have a dragon, or a twin-headed dragon.
Ah, yes. He's a bit of an asshole, but he was a present to the king, Valak.
If I were to somehow manage to shapeshift into it and, gain its strength and whatnot, would I be able to go toe-to-toe with said aboleth?
I mean, if Valak was old enough, I suppose so. But if nothing else, the aboleth would be in its home domain. It would not come to Valak. Valak would have to chase it.
No, I'm not saying the dragon itself. What if I were to shapeshift into it? Because, druid powers.
No, I know, but
You would still be the dragon.
you would be a dragon in a very enclosed space full of water.
So say we somehow manage to lure it out into maybe an open area that's not in the water.
If you can get it out of the water, it would be an even fight. However, those beasts, they seem to be able to control the water itself if they have been there long enough.
Okay. Oh, so out of character question.
Yeah.
If I took the spell create and control water, would I be able to match it with that power, or would it just straight up have full and fucking control over what I tried to do?
It is basically control over all water that it is near. I would say it would be able to overpower you, or if nothing else, it would be a spell-to-spell check.
Okay, so whoever rolls higher.
Like a grapple, but for magic.
Like a grapple, but for magic. Okay. So
And that
whoever
would only
rolls
be
higher.
So that would only be for like a small section of water. 'Cause
Yes,
what,
assuming that
control
you're able to
water
do
is
it
only
on the scale
5
of an
feet.
ocean. Or a lake, let's say. Then, yeah, you'd have a chance to.
Okay. So say we got a bunch of spellcasters who have control water, and say we all put our fucking efforts together to like fucking pull this thing out of the water using the water, and just throw it on a dry land. Would that work?
Can't it teleport through water? It would just teleport away.
It cannot teleport, but it can illusion. I'd say it would have a chance of winning. Like, again, it would be it would be possible, but I'm not going to say it would work.
Because okay, so I'm gonna basically. Oh, okay, so now I'm gonna have this conversation in game with the Jester dude.
Yeah.
So say we got a bunch of magicians together who can, use the spell, control water, whatever. Would we be able to technically overpower it and pull it out of the water?
I suppose it is possible, but it is a very large, very heavy creature. You would need many, many mages.
I'm just gonna kind of like tap my foot on the ground. That's kind of what this city. That's kind of why we're here, to hopefully get the help. Hopefully we can get it like to a spot where we can ambush it and pull it out of the water with all of the mages and whatnot. And then if anyone else can shapeshift into a big boy dragon, just jump it, basically.
I suppose that may work, yes, but getting the magicians on your side might be harder than fighting the creature itself.
That is
They
a fair
are
analysis.
the proudest of folk. They all believe they could do anything themselves and would hate to work alongside their others.
Say we got the king to order them. Would that work, or would they not listen?
It would have a higher chance of working, but even still.
Would the king be willing to listen to the plan?
I suppose I could tell him the plan, yes, but the king
Lydia.
isn't. Go on.
Yeah,
Would you be able to transform into another aboleth?
maybe. But I'm pretty sure that'd be at a higher level thing, though.
Well, so would transforming into a dragon. If there
I
was.
know, but we're talking like this is gonna be end game type of fight type thing, right?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
So I might just go 5th level into cleric, just so I can get revivify and whatnot, and maybe the spirit guardians if I need to, and then to do the rest in the druid. Would that work, or?
I'll see why not. Assuming that you'd be able to access the spell enough.
Let me look at it.
Yeah, no, a Kingdom Malls just has an army. An army has a lot of guns, a lot of ammunition, a lot of weapons, and a lot of manpower.
Indeed,
And
but
they can't say no to the King or Queen's request, so.
why would our king put our troops in danger when we are the safest people? The king is bright, yes, but there is a chance that he may see this as fruitless for him.
I mean, all it
The
takes is
waste
one
of
of
his
his
resources.
all it takes is one of his proxies getting up here. That's all it's gonna take.
Indeed, but with enough
Alright, so-
magicians, you can purify enough water to be okay.
Okay, so would the 8th level wild shape allow me to transform into the dragon, or no? Or would I have to go like full on like arch druid?
8th level wild shape?
Because I really don't get what it's like explaining there. I would have to get like the beast spells.
Um,
Because that's the latest thing I see about wild shaping.
so a CR8 creature. What? Okay, wait. I'm gonna just check Druid wild shape.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because I don't
Because I
know much
I
about
know that druids can quite literally transform into dragons. I just don't know what like level dragon it would be.
What circle are you going? Do you know?
Druid circle, second level. What circles are there? What would be the best for that?
I have no idea. Currently just scrolling. Wild shape. So at 8th level, you'd be able to transform into a CR1 creature.
That's not great.
Eh,
I don't know.
Yeah, your best bet would be not a class feature, but a spell.
You can
Okay.
do. There's a thing called True Polymorph.
That would
Is that
probably be it.
that's a spell, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
What level spell is that?
8th, 9th.
True
Pretty fucking
Polymorph
high.
is a 9th level transmutation spell, Bard, Warlock, and Wizard.
Eh,
I do also believe it to be permanent.
no.
No?
It is permanent, but the caster can dispel it.
Oh, okay.
But so okay. We're in a fucking town full of wizards, and you can just get a scroll that does this.
Brew. But that would be cost a fuckload of money.
Unless somebody
Keep in
makes
mind, it
it
would
for
also be a
us.
thing you'd have at the end of the game.
Yeah, true.
So what's your plan to seduce the Ablith?
No, to fucking transform it into the dragon and start beating the fuck out of the aboleth. Or now that I'm thinking about it, get a hawk girl here.
If you have a true polymorph, that can be used on other creatures, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can literally turn the
whatever.
Aboleth into a mouse and kill it.
Oh yeah, true. If I kill it, would it like reform back into the aboleth
It
itself
gets
after dying?
all the stats of a mouse.
Yeah, it would just be a mouse until it dies, and then it would just be a dead mouse.
Oh my god, that's so dumb. I love it. So
Well,
what
I
I'm
know this
hearing
fucking
is
strong.
instead of going into druid, go into fucking what was it that can get him? What was it that can get it?
Wizard, Warlock, and Bard, I think.
Ooh.
But
I feel
you
like
have to
there's
be able
something-
to get a 9th level spell.
And what level would I unlock that at?
Depends on the class. I'm gonna just check Warlock. Because that was one of the ones I remember. When do they get 9th level spells?
Probably like 18, 19, 20.
Okay, Warlocks don't get 9th level spells. Ninth level. That's the spell list, you fuck.
What was the classes again? Bard, Warlock, and
Bard, Wizard, and Warlock, I think. So the first level that a Wizard gets a 9th level spell is 17th level.
Bard gets it at also 17. And I don't think we're going that high in the levels, are we?
Not as far as I know, but we could. Yeah, for context, true polymorph is Bard, Warlock, or Wizard, yeah.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is we just pretty much could get a scroll for it, or a couple of scrolls.
Oh wait, never mind. Nope.
Oh?
Okay. So True Polymorph, they drop to 0 HP. They're dropped to 0 HP, then it legitimately just they basically turn back into the original creature.
But are
Okay, so killing them and they
Like,
just fucking
But
transform back.
concentrating on the concentrating on the spell makes it a permanent effect, permanent change. So do y'all remember the old story about the snail where you get all the money in the world, but
The assassin snail?
yes, that's dumb. Hear me out. We make it into we true polymorph it indefinitely by concentrating for a little bit till it's like an hour or some shit till it stays that thing. shove it in a fucking like an iron ball, weld it shut, drop it into the fucking abyss, and just leave it.
Okay, that's not where I thought you were going with that. I thought you were saying Thanos this bitch.
No. I'm just saying we trap it in utter hell. You just turn it into a snail, throw it in the metal ball, fill the metal ball with salt, and then seal and weld the metal shell up, and then put in concrete around that, and then cover the concrete in more like 3 inch like steel, and then drop it into the fucking ocean.
I wouldn't recommend dropping it into the ocean.
Can't we just like throw it into a different plane?
Banish it.
Just throw it back through the door.
No.
Question: elemental beings. What would that be considered? Dragons be considered one of those?
No.
No, it would be an elemental.
Elemental. What's like a strong elemental?
Let me take a quick look.
Because I could go Moon Druid.
Uh,
Circle of the Moon.
All right. Anyways.
By CR. Fuck. That's homebrew. I'll answer that later. Elementals are pretty powerful though because there's, like fucking magma elementals and shit.
Would they be able to like maybe like at least keep up with an aboleth?
It would
Like
probably help.
Okay, because I could go that. Actually, now I'm also looking at Circle of the Wildfire.
Okay.
So they're using wild shape transform into beast saves. Wildfire druids can summon their primal spirits, which they can determine the appearance of. It comes with its own stat block and it lasts up for an hour. Okay, that's dope. Well, okay, so when it says primal spirits, what would that mean?
Am I missing something?
I'm looking at the like D&D like Druids 5e like circles.
Actually,
You want me to link you the page?
We can probably do that after the session.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah.
It's
No, I'm
the
gonna
selling trading
basically be
all
like,
over again.
all right,
Oh no.
all right. But yeah. I guess yeah. We're just basically talking like, yeah. We just kind of set an ambush for it. Get enough people to. I'm saying this to the Jester, by the way.
Yeah.
Get enough people to maybe pull it out of the water, and then we just fucking bombard it, or maybe get the dragon onto it, or something like that.
I suppose that may work, yes. If you are able to get it far enough from the water, it would be not an easy fight, but an easier fight.
Would the king be able to, convince the dragon to help with this?
I believe he could, but Valak is a temperamental dragon. There is a chance that Valak may only help if he gets something out of it, and dragons love the horde.
I would guess that Aboleth would have a horde as well, right?
I'm not certain, as I was not one that went under the ocean to discover these beasts, but...
So don't dragons like fights? Like, don't dragons like good fights and stuff like that?
I actually might have a solution for us.
Oh?
So we need to get this thing far away from the water, correct?
That would be the most useful option.
So I was able to get in somewhere years ago by a device they had planted in the floor of their building. Let's leave it there. How about a teleportation circle? We basically lure the son of a bitch into a trap, teleport on the top of a cold ass mountain, and then just let hell fire upon him.
If you are able to make a teleportation circle large enough for the creature to fit while not getting noticed while you carve underwater, it would work, yes. The hardest part would be not getting killed by the water itself.
Oh God, it's the actual right size.
Yeah, what would be the size for that?
For context, canonically, an aboleth is a large aberration,
Mm-hmm.
but like this is the big bad of an aboleth, so I'm gonna make it size larger, huge.
Huge. All right, cool. It's just 2 casting of the teleportation circle, and then the that only has to be the so a
Wait a
teleportation
minute.
circle. Yeah.
A huge is only 15 by 15?
Yep.
Okay, considering it has killed a kraken, I'm willing to say gargantuan.
I don't think it matters.
Well, kraken is gargantuan.
No, it doesn't say a size. It literally does not say a size restriction for anything being teleported through the circle.
Okay.
It doesn't have to fit through anything. It's just like it's generally in the fucking spot. Send it, bud.
Okay.
And then literally, because portal could be as small as a 5 foot by 5 foot area. Destination circle will be 5 foot. 5 foot. The original one has to be 10 foot.
Okay, so I'd say basically you're going, not you specifically, but people are going to have to carve it into the ocean. Or not the ocean, the lake bed.
It's not a carve.
Because chalk doesn't work very well underwater.
Yeah, actually, chalk works better underwater.
Really?
Yeah, actually,
I
most
figured it would
if you
wash
watch-
away.
You'd be surprised, actually. I was kind of surprised when I found this out, but if you want to get really good colors with your chalk, soak them in water.
Huh.
Yeah, and you can actually write with chalk underwater fairly easily.
Okay.
Give it to be
So then you just gotta get the mages to chalk under the water.
Yeah. Or spell scroll with teleportation circle on it.
It has to be one hell of a big scroll.
Fucking Naruto scroll this shit.
Genuinely.
But
It's
look,
like
But they just
3
got-
scrolls.
if
Hmm?
we can
They
get
just not carve it on like a plate of steel and just drop the plate of steel into the ocean.
That could work in theory, yes.
so legitimately, if we went and set up a one portal somewhere off in the mountains, well away from water, the furthest point that you guys can think of besides this city, we could set up a portal there, and then set up, and then try to lure him in here to the secondary port to get him there. As long as somebody is on the receiving end ready to lay waste.
Quick question:
Very
what
well.
size would a leviathan be?
Why is
Like-
that pertinent?
Just ask.
Leviathan would probably be a quite large creature. I'm not certain.
Would you say gargantuan size? This is out of character, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, out of character.
Probably not. I feel like a Leviathan's smaller than a Kraken.
It's gargantuan.
It is
Really?
gargantuan. Yes, you don't understand how big a leviathan
It's also
is.
a higher challenge
Yeah.
rate than the Aboleth.
Like some depictions of them are literally like this size. Like if they full on like extended their body, can literally circle the earth. But we're not gonna go based on that one. But yeah, I'd still say gargantuan. Okay.
It's also an elemental. That's strange.
Yeah, the element
Okay.
of fucking ocean.
So, what do you think of that idea, Jester?
I suppose it may work. It would take a lot of power to put this beast down, and if it does not work, it will not fall for it again. They are quite intelligent creatures. However, it may be the best shot we have.
So, when we talk to the king and queen about this little plan,
Very well. Follow me. And with that, the hands that were in the like stone statue wall just start to move again, and the roof or ceiling above you starts to come down and stops a good like 5 feet above your head in the center, while the rest of it comes down, forming into stairs.
Neat.
Come with me. I will bring you to them. And he just starts heading up the stairs.
Also, quick question: what should we address the king as? Just like a king or my king, something like that?
That's something for you to pick because his name is Veilfar, but I don't think you want to call the king by his name.
Yeah, no. That's why I'm asking. Like, what
Yeah,
should we call him?
That's a question for your characters to know or to ask.
We'll go with my liege.
And as you all start heading up the stairs with him, the stairs, every time you are all off the step, they rise back, connecting in with the floor. And once you are all back to the top, the floor rises back up and just locks into a place with a loud, heavy thud. And with that, you are now standing in front of the throne room, or rather, inside of the throne room.
Are we like right in front of the throne, or?
You're like 40 feet back.
Okay, I guess is the jester still walking forward, or?
The jester is basically standing beside you, beside the three of you. And sitting inside the seat is a relatively, like, very white haired old man sitting there holding what looks to be a staff of some sort with a large, like, red dome on the top. While in the other one.
Can I tell if he's an elf, or? I'm not going to try and...
I'm gonna say he's an elf, because Veilfar feels like an elvish name.
Okay. Do we need to move closer, or do we just stay where we are?
I'd say stay there for now. And in the other chair is a woman with, like, full-on bright blood red hair, a mostly, like, black and dark blue dress with stripes of red just, like, working its way down. Both of them basically sitting there looking at you, looking at the three of you with this look of, oh goody, a new person. And with that is where we call it.
Oh, I was gonna do like a nice little...
We will save that for next time.